Hey there, coaches. Happy Tuesday afternoon. How are you doing? So, today I want to talk to you about keeping the faith when business feels challenging. Because there are times, aren't there, where your business can feel like it's bringing you to your knees, you feel exhausted, burnt out, frustrated, overwhelmed, and sometimes when it's really not working, you just feel like throwing in the towel. And yet, when you are so connected to this being your passion, your purpose, that throwing in the towel is not an option. And yet, that feeling of wanting to give up is there. So it's a real internal conflict. So I want to talk to you about how to ride those waves and what to do during those times when everything feels really, really tough, because we know that everyone paints a picture in the online world of business being dreamy and success, and it really can feel that way. I just want to put that in there. There is a point, I feel, that you can reach where the degree of surrender, the degree of mastery over your mind, the degree of kind of experience that you've had means you understand that nothing is permanent, everything is constantly in a state of flux and movement, means that when things are challenging, so to speak, you don't feel the same kind of charge around it or the same stress around it. So there is that point when, if you're constantly up leveling and doing your work. However, I also know that there are times where it will bring you to your knees, and you don't know what's happening and you don't know why things aren't working. So how to keep the faith during those periods. So I've alluded to the first thing I want to say already, and that is just this deeper knowing, that what you are experiencing, whatever situation, whatever challenge you are going through, it is always in a state of flux, it is moving, it is temporary. So this is not a reflection of you or your worthiness or your abilities or capabilities. It is simply what is happening in front of you right now. It is a situation that you are moving through. The key to being allowing yourself to move through it and not have it stick and stay for longer is you release that judgment around it. Like, you don't label it as this is terrible, this is bad. You just release the judgment and understand this is a situation I'm navigating right now. It doesn't define who I am. It's just what is happening right now. So you kind of see the ethereal nature of it, the temporary nature of it. So that's the first thing I would say. It's like, just have that mindset shift. The second thing is to reinforce your faith through the books you read, through the YouTube videos you watch, through whatever you can do for yourself, whether it's journaling, affirmation, taking care of yourself, going running, doing exercise to move your body and shift that energy, that stuckness. Reinforce your mindset every single day. I call it going to the spiritual gym. Reinforcing your faith every single day by watching those videos that support you. Not Sometimes it might be helpful to kind of reinforce your skill set, learning more, buying courses and all of that kind of thing that just boost your confidence. But really what I'm talking about when I talk about going to the spiritual gym is doing your growth work, like aligning with your desires, focusing on the fact that you are not alone in this journey, that you are supported by a loving universe, by source, by God, whatever language you use, but that there is an infinite intelligence at your support. So leaning into that, but you have to reinforce that faith every single day through reading quality, watching quality videos and motivational, inspiring videos on YouTube, what it is you listen to on your walks with podcasts and Audible and all those kind of things. My personal favorites are my go-tos for spiritual teachers are Michael Singer and Eckhart Tolle. If I showed you my book, The Power of Now, I often get it out when I'm on my group calls with my clients because it's hilarious how that book is just like falling to bits. The spine is all wrecked. There's scribblings in it. The pages are so well thumbed. It is such a well-loved, well-read book, and I've read it so many times, especially during the darker times. That's my go-to. So The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, Michael Singer, The Surrender Experiment, The Untethered Soul. They are my go-tos during periods where I was really, really feeling like, holy shit, I'm on my knees here. So source yourself some empowering content to really reinforce that faith. The other thing to do when things are feeling tough for you is to come from a place of service. So when we are in a challenging situation, often our focus is all on us. Like, we start to get very self-aware, self-conscious, the self-judgment, and it's all about our fears. And it's natural because we're set up, our psyches are set up to focus on whatever is that is calling our attention, that is fearful. You know, we have to watch the thing that is frightening to make sure that it stays a safe distance. And that even equates now to, say, a bank balance, or, you know, how am I going to pay my bills next month? And so we become fixated on that concern, that worry, that so-called problem. And when we fixate on it, that's when we exacerbate the stress. Whereas if you can bring your focus, and all it is consciousness, it's where you're directing your consciousness. So it's entirely within your control to pull your consciousness back away from the thing that you are worrying about and bring your consciousness to an external focus onto contribution, onto bringing value putting value into the world, to service. So go out there and find people who you can help solve their problem, that you can serve powerfully. Because when you're in service, you're free from yourself, you get out of your own head, you're focused on something else, you're feeling fulfilled in the moment. It feels good to come from a place of service. You start to fill your cup, and as you do all of that, you raise your vibration and you start to gain that steady foothold again on your mindset and your state of being. And then the final thing I would add to this video is being grateful. Being grateful for where you are, being grateful for how far you've come already, seeing that where you are right now is a step in the journey, and just think about where I am right now. Oh my goodness, the fact that I'm navigating this situation, and when I come out of it, I'm going to be such a more enriched human being for having gone through this experience. I'm going to be a more powerful coach for my clients as a result of feeling this experience, working my way through it. You know, being grateful for this experience that is an opportunity to dig deeper and go deeper within than you've ever been, and tap into those deepest resources that you have innately. Your resilience, your tenacity, your persistence, your faith, all of those qualities that we need to source and mine at a much deeper level, and we bring it to the surface and empower ourselves with these tools when we are in those periods that I feel really, really challenging. So all of this is part of the process of your growth, your evolution, your unfoldment, and as you come out of it, oh my God, you will experience such gratitude for that experience, because it will have taught you so much about who you really are and what's possible for you. But equally, being grateful for what you do have, being grateful for the roof over your head, being grateful for the resources, the people in your life that are here to support you, the free platforms we have, social media that enables you to go out there and share your message like this. It's free, and it lets you reach people who are, that need your help and your services. So being grateful for all the things you have in your life, the simple things that, the comfortable bed, and, you know what I'm talking about, but just really tuning into that gratitude so you can raise your frequency. So Know that whatever challenge you're going through, it is temporary. It is an opportunity to dig deep and grow massively. Come from a place of service to distract your consciousness away from the thing that you're worried about that's consuming you, and put your focus onto contribution and service, and express that gratitude. Okay, so I hope you found this helpful and inspiring. If this is resonating with you, that this is really about building that faith muscle when things are challenging. So thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye for now.